Which checking people, back with another reaction, back with some more Sandra. And we're back with another single from the compilation of singles from 1984 to 1990. And this one's called Midnight Man. Is it The Midnight Man? No, just Midnight Man. So yeah, I don't know. It sounds like late night activities and perhaps a guy known for that. I suppose that could be someone who, is only there in the passion of the evening, but is gone in the morning. I feel like there's so many different ways you could run with that nickname. Someone who's always up partying, therefore they're the Midnight Man. Someone who, finds their way into intimate situations late at night, but again, perhaps is not a full-time part of other people's lives after those experiences. Obviously, that latter interpretation would be perhaps more critical. Obviously, perhaps. But, a midnight man, someone who's always up to party, who's up for staying late, that would be more of a positive assessment. So it really depends on where the phrase is going in terms of what I might expect the attitude about the midnight man to be, or even the attitude of the midnight man. So let's find out. This is Sandra, Midnight Man, included in a collection of singles, and indeed it's referred to as the single version of this song. I like that. Strangers talk about their life. The bass just ignited. Hold me in your spider web?
Midnight Man.
I love that.
Tearing at my mind. Pages. I'm skimming to kill time. Something longing, here falling from the borderline. And right in this moment, I'm torn. Hear your voice again. I say, man, you're my midnight man. Can't escape your voice on the radio. I'm trying, but I can't. Man, you're my midnight man. Hold me in your spider web. Midnight Man.
A haunting sort of synth. Ghostly.
I say, man, you're my midnight man. Can't escape your voice on the radio. I'm trying, but I can't. Man, you're my midnight man. Hold me in your spider web. Midnight Man.
That's killer. I'd be down for another minute or two of that. Yeah, that was fantastic. Sonically, in particular, I like the escalation and progression, which we get twice. We get this sort of the intro mixture of the elements, and then it goes to another level when it goes into the chorus or the verse, and then when it gets to the chorus, it really just launches. Like I was not prepared for the first time that bass rolled in, and obviously it wasn't just the bass. It was, all of the Sonics went to another level, but in particular the rolling heavy bass. And in different deep dives, I've talked about how much I enjoy a good synth bass line. So that was a really impressive one. Sonically or lyrically, I don't know what I did here. It sounded like voice on the radio, so maybe Midnight Man could be a DJ who plays a lot of songs that are important in a person's life, or maybe just someone who has a real good on-air persona and therefore is sort of captivating, and she's sort of focused in on it. We did get the male voice also, which I assume again that's the Enigma. Like in the moment, I'm forgetting his name, but I assume that's the Enigma producer. And I think her partner during the years where these singles come from. But yeah, ultimately, I wonder if like he was supposed to be the Midnight Man in that context. But I don't know. There were some other lines where I was thinking that it's if that is even if he is a voice on the radio, it's there's more to it than that. So I'll be curious to hear what people have to say about this one thematically. Yeah, just a rockin' 80s tune. I definitely pick up on those vintage 80s vibes in the Sandra tunes I've gone through so far, but people know, again, I was born in 1980. Some of my most nostalgic early memories of music are with groups like Depeche Mode and Erasure, and other groups that, in that time and place at least, had a very vintage synth 80s sound. Now, I've come to understand synth pop of the 80s in a much more multifaceted tapestry, given that I'm going through a bunch of groups that I didn't listen to back in the day, or maybe I only knew one or two tracks from, and now I've had a much fuller experience with. But yeah, ultimately, the Sandra tunes I've gone through, they really do have this like classic 80s sound to them, and that's all gravy with me. So yeah, another enjoyable one. Once again, shout out to Yun for providing these tracks. And yeah, ultimately, I'm looking forward to going through the rest of this. I think there's like, maybe we're getting close to halfway. I don't think we're even there yet. There's a lot of tunes in this. Give me one moment. Yeah, we're not even halfway. There's 18 tunes in this folder, and that was the 8th one. So after the next reaction, we'll just be halfway. So once more, shout out to all the people who've been commenting on the Sandra reaction so far. Do let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.